Welcome everybody. Today we are on another episode of Connected by E3². This is a podcast about people, places and perspectives. Today I am here with Kenza, who is the UPT representative at one of the latest campaigns of promoting E3², a bootcamp in St. Pölten in Austria, right?
Yes, it is true.
So can you tell us more, starting from what was actually the name of the bootcamp? And in general, how did you find about E3² and how did you get to this opportunity?
First of all, I would like to thank you so much for inviting me also and to be a representative for UPT students who were there in the bootcamp. I was me and other 4 students who were participating in this bootcamp, which is Creative Roots, Design with Nature. It was part of E3² and it was in St. Pölten in Austria, and it was somehow connected with my background because in fact I'm an architect, but here in Romania I'm doing my PhD. It is in civil engineering and I'm keen on and more interested on nature, and this bootcamp, before applying to it, I believe that it will be a great add for my experience and I'm satisfied with the result.
That sounds really intriguing, honestly. I mean, in general, these days you see architects only thinking about like the metal structures and doing everything concrete, and I think it is important to reconnect with nature in some kind of way. So that's really great to hear from you, especially because I think in Romania things are advancing quite quickly now, especially in Timișoara, and it is important not to forget about the green side of things, and nevertheless remember that there should be an innovation in some kind of way there as well, besides just building massive, interesting buildings.
Yes, and I think it was my first motivation to apply to this great opportunity, which was a part of E3². As I'm keen on sustainability and how to protect nature with LCA and CE, I found this opportunity. Actually, it was on by coincidence on their website, so I just heard about it by coincidence, and I said, why not to apply to it? Actually, in the beginning, it was a bit strange for me because it was the first time when I'm hearing about it, so I tried to make a bit of research. What does it mean? What is the purpose of this alliance, which is universities alliances? And I said, yes, I will do it, and let's see how it will be.
So it's really nice. That's really nice, because apart from you being lucky to have such an opportunity struck you, the fact that you had enough curiosity to just go over the association and the project more than just the big banner that maybe came up on social media. By the way, how did you find about it? Like, did you find it on like social media, or like was it a physical poster? How did you find about this opportunity?
The first time that I was hearing about E3², it was here in Timișoara when I was studying. I saw that there are a lot of people talking about E3², but I didn't have any single idea what does it mean. Later on, when I saw it by coincidence on the website of UPT, I decided to go deeper, do a research a bit and understand what does it mean. And from here my trip started with E3².
That's great. That's really great to hear, because we are glad that in general the public from UPT has somewhat of a connection with us, right? Yes. So let's go deeper into the project, shall we? I mean, first of all, how was the travel there and how was the experience there? Where did you stay? What kind of activity was happening there? Like, was it workshops or training?
Yes.
What was it more about?
So in the beginning, we had to take one course online with our managers and EEs. They facilitated everything for us. They explained lots of things about the program, what it will be, what kind of activities that we are going to do in there. Later on, we had to go physically for 1 week. So I was lucky enough to get a transport from my university, UPT. So we went there, we stayed in the accommodation. It was named Sportcentrum. So we stayed in there for the whole week. It was a great accommodation there for sport.
It's like a campus, just like here in
It's for
Timișoara.
athletes, to be honest. It's like in here for the complex, sport complex. And we were staying in there, 3 people per room. But the conditions were really good also.
So when it comes to accessibility, there were no such issues. So like the university did a really great
smooth,
job.
Yes, it was a smooth process. All the staff in university were helping us. For example, if we do have some issues or something that it is not clear, they are really was in time and responding very clearly.
That's really important because I think that is usually the aspect that most students find very difficult, like the accessibility and just getting this how-to from the beginning, and it is really nice that you had it and you had everybody supporting you.
Yes.
From the university.
After that, when we arrived there, we already knew from the last online meetings that we are assigned to be in 5 groups. So for each group, we were having our main manager, which is the EE. And in the group itself, we were international, so there is no 2 persons from the same nationality in one group, which is, I think it's the best thing that they thought really about. I think it's to connect more people and to understand like different cultures, and also our colleagues were from different backgrounds. For example, I was the only architect and civil engineer in the group, so it was really great also, and I learned a lot from them. With each group also, we had like a sub-name for our group. In my case, it was Wild and Hungry. And we were keen on how to promote this relationship of predatory-prey to lots of people, how they can understand the importance of insects, how we can like prevent them from being fear or being disgusted from the insects. And it was, I think, a good income for the garden itself, because it was like promoted by garden tool.
That's really interesting. So can you tell us maybe from what countries were your teammates or colleagues, to call them that? So you are the only one representing Romania, and
in my
the rest?
team, yes. For my team, I was the only one representing UPT and Romania in general. I have also other colleagues from Netherlands, from Portugal, from Colombia, from Hungary. The Colombian girl, she was like representing also Hungary, but she's Colombian in fact. I had also other colleagues from Germany, from, I said already, Netherlands, Belgium.
So it's all over Europe?
Yes, yes. It's actually an international group.
That's really beautiful. So you talked about your project, your title, which I would like to say that it's really representative for your personality as well, by the matters that you found the project to. So how exactly did you feel like was the atmosphere there? Like, was it a big competition, or did it feel like in general, although you were divided in teams, you tried to learn the best from each other and support each other, no matter if maybe, as you said, like the personal background wasn't the same, or maybe the ideas might be a bit conflicting? How was it more specifically?
Actually, I think in my group and also in the other groups, this is what I observed. All of us were trying to collaborate with each other for one purpose, which is to fulfill our main goal, is to promote the garden. In each group, they were trying also to fulfill their duty, which, for example, for the other groups, there is balcony boosters, there is bird watchers, and for us, Wild and Hungry. But in the meantime, we didn't have any kind of conflicts, but the opposite side, we were very, very collaborative. Also, with the support of our EE, the main manager, it was really great, and we tried to learn from each other. Also, we learned how to manage our time, how to discuss more and more about what we want to do, how to implement also our idea, and so on.
Okay, talking about implementation, that's the last thing you said now. Do you plan on doing this project here in Timișoara as well?
I think it will be a great idea if we can implement it in here, but of course it depends on the financial part, on the other persons or stakeholders. If they are keen on like diving deep into this idea, I believe that it will be. So
it's doable. It's really suitable our city, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Of course, after some changes, because it has to be like customer friendly. we have to adapt it to Timișoara atmosphere and lots of criteria, but I think it will be possible to implement it in here.
That's your best characteristic as an architect, right? To always fit into the customer and the market.
We do have to find the solution in the end.
Exactly. That's really nice, and I can't wait to see how this goes along. So, moreover, talking about the final product, how did you present the project? How did the evaluation take place? What can you tell us more about this?
So for my group, we were thinking about implementing like a game that it will promote the relationship between predatory and prey. So the main goal of this game, you have to take pictures. On site, you have to go on garden, you have to take some pictures, and you will have a main character that it will change with the picture that you are taking. So this was our first main idea, and we were trying to develop it like somehow in details. And for presenting our idea, we used hand drawings, we used digital drawings, we used also like other prototypes that we found there on site. They are like kind of games, but they are describing somehow the same purpose that we want to achieve. So in the end, it was a presentation with my group, and we were talking about our ideas for the jury, and they really liked it. And lucky enough, we won the best innovative idea with me and my group.
Wow, congrats. That's
Thank you.
Really nice to hear. So I'd like to say that the description in general of the project seemed really complex. So my next question would be, did it impact directly your studies here, like your PhD and the way you think in general? Like, what would you say is the aftermath of this project when it comes to your the impact that it had on your personal experience and your further studies here in Timișoara, in UPT?
I think in my case, because I'm keen on like residential buildings, I want to integrate modularity and flexibility in residential buildings. And by the end of my PhD, I'm hoping to implement a prototype. So this word of prototype, it's really a complex word, of course, in each field. And in this bootcamp that I was part of it, we were taught how to think like in a good way about the design. What are the design steps in order to reach a prototype in the end? So I think this is the most valuable thing that I gained.
Really good information, yeah.
Yes. Rather than that, we have also some other workshops, how to interact with nature, for example, how to be more interested on knowing more about nature. And the last workshop that we had during this bootcamp, it was about how to be an entrepreneurship. So it was really also good for us to know the steps.
Covered everything.
Yes, how to make also a business model, how to make it work in a real life, not only on paper and so on. So it was really good for me. Those are the most valuable outcomes that I can say I gained.
I can hear a lot of unique stuff that I think many people should find intriguing and really interesting in general. But I'm really curious, have you kept in touch after the workshop with anybody from there? And do you think about maybe participating in another event from E³UDRES, or maybe further developing this project or other project with the people that you were there with?
Yes, for sure. In this purpose, yeah, we developed like some subgroups, and we are still in touch with each other, because we were after the workshops and after our work and the studies that we were doing in there, after finishing everything, we were playing board games. So from here, our connection started, and we are still keen in being in touch with other colleagues as well. And one of them already invited to visit. And as you said, this experience opened my eyes to lots of other opportunities. So I'm courageous to take also another chance, and it's why I already applied in another bootcamp, which is part of E³UDRES. It will be in Latvia.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so it will be in October, and I have already one friend that I met her there in Austria, in
That will come as well?
Yes, so she will be there, and we are going to go together with one student from here, from UPT.
Okay, that's really nice. So I can tell that you're really excited.
Yes.
Let's keep that excitement going. Would you like to maybe tell some words to the average student from UPT that maybe would like to do more besides what the university has already to offer during its courses? What would you tell them? How would you encourage new students that are just coming now in their first year of study, whether it's like bachelor's or master's or PhD, just like in your case? How would you tell them that maybe it helped you, or how can they reach the same opportunities just like you did?
Yes. So I think for my experience, I found lots of students that they are from bachelor's, from master's, and from my case also like PhD students. So it will be really a good experience for all the stages of study. So it's not only like for the most experienced persons, for example, for PhD students. No, it's for all stages, and I think it will be also a big step for lots of students to put their foot on a based ground, to learn a lot, to interact with other people, because it's really giving you valuable skills. You will understand how to deal with people. You will understand how to give yourself more chances to like develop yourself and also to develop your skills. This is like from the personal side. From the professional side, I think it's a valuable experience that the university is giving and also providing for you, because it will be fully covered. And I think, yeah, it's a good chance for everyone to develop.
Thank you very much. So I hope this message reaches everybody in general, because we would like to see as many people as possible take advantage of these opportunities. And last but not least, I would like to ask you, many people are in general more curious about Erasmus opportunities, and most of them are taking place on a longer period of time. Usually it's like 6 months or a year or maybe 3 months. This was only 1 week, and most people would say that's such a short period of time. How would you respond to them?
I think, yes, Erasmus also it's a good experience, but participating in a boot camp, for example, or something that it is prepared from E3UDRES, I think it will give you like a short experience, but with a lot of benefits. This is the advantage of it. You are gaining, because it's like an intensive program. It's not like Erasmus, you are just going to university, you are attending like normal courses and so on. But for this opportunity, it's like intensive chance, let's say, that it's giving you lots of things in a very short time.
So it's just like the Romanian saying, strong essences in little bottles, right?
Yes, like this, it's true.
Thank you very much. I hope it was a pleasure to talk with everybody watching about your experience. I had a very big pleasure to talk about you.
It's my pleasure also. Thank you so much for this invitation.
Again, thank you for coming here. Thank you for telling us your perspective and the place you went. Again, this was Connected by E3UDRES, a podcast about people just like Kenza, places just like the boot camps that we have here, and perspectives which are really, really helpful and impactful for our local communities from Timișoara, just like UPTs, and international communities just like the E3UDRES Association.